Live from historic Fenway Park in Boston. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Sonny Gray. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Okay, all set to go. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's off the green monster. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Batting second, left fielder.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
The Bo Sox have raced out of the gate to start the season. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
That's a ball.
Man at second. Sit down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And the batter now, Isaac Paredes. Fastball for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Ball 1.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
And that
Inside, ball 1.
misses. And it's 1-0. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball. Story sends it over to first. Inning over. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. This is Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Ronel Blanco. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Digging in, Jaron Duran. And misses inside. That one fouled off.
That's ball 2.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. This one in the air, center field. Myers should have this one. Takes it in for the out. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Ceddanne Rafaela.
This is an interesting guy to have in the lineup because everyone knows his ability to change the game on the base paths, leading the American League in stolen bases. So it's almost like the fear of what he's going to do when he gets on distracts the pitcher from being able to attack him at the plate. Tell you what, he's in some people's heads right now.
Popped up. Altuve settles underneath it, and there's 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Hey. Ball, that's out.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball in the air, left field, and out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. His 13th home run of the season. The Red Sox score first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Out to center. Myers under it. And that is that. Solo shot opens the scoring for Boston. 1 inning in the books here. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Carlos Correa.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7, catcher Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's in there. That's strike 1. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer.
Third baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Myers moving under it. And there's 1 down.
Batting 6, shortstop Trevor Story.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Smith takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting 7, left fielder Roman Anthony.
And next for the Red Sox, Roman Anthony. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
What a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Myers.
Ball.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. To the right side. Contreras steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting 9th, right fielder Cam Smith.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Ball one.
Makes the catch for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jeremy Pena will hit next. Led this game off with a double, but they weren't able to drive him in. First offering, and it just misses. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Just off the inside edge.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back. They have been lights out on the mound the past month. Here is a look at the numbers. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, his home run numbers in his last 10 games have been really good. He's been a difference maker in their lineup.
And the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That's off the inside corner.
Inside.
2-2. That one missed. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And that one fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran digs in now. He's 0 for 1. He was late there. Strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
In the air, right field. Smith under it. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Astros nothing. This is Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. And we're back here at Fenway Park, and stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. There's the strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Paredes wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now. The Astros trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Chopped left side. Meyer to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're down 1-0. Back here at Fenway Park, Joe stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez.
Romy Gonzalez.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Down and in, moved his feet. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Pretty interesting pitch sequence in that at bat. Instead of attacking with the fastball early in the count to get ahead, it was all off speed until the very last pitch to put him away. And pretty impressive to have the fastball command right when you need it. He just kind of kept it in his pocket until he wanted to blow him away.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And ball 1. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. And a swing and a miss.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Struck him out looking.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
Ball upstairs.
And that one almost got him. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is the third out of the inning. Red Sox go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gray back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Astros, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
One down.
Thing about frustration, though, it gets you nowhere as a hitter. It's easy to get there, but the best thing you can do is simplify the approach and take things one pitch at a time.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0. And that one is lifted in the air. 2 away down.
Up next for the Astros.
So up next, Yainer Diaz. His first at bat was a strikeout. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Out of here! And they tie it up. It's 1-1.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer.
Marcelo Meyer.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. They just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Grounds one to short. Pena tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's the left fielder, Roman Anthony. Grounded out his first time up. Out towards right center field. Myers on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
Hey.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got him swinging for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. We're through 5. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Back inside Fenway Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So digging in,
Leading
Cam
off for the
Smith.
Astros, right fielder Cam Smith.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The Astros down by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. High fly ball, right field. Abreu under this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder
Here's Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Alvarez with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Astros are down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. Bottom of the 6th. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
Center fielder Cedar Rafaela.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brian King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Number 46, a right-hander, loosening up as well.
Ball.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next,
And
for
here's
the
a look
Red
at how
Sox,
he's using his pitches in this one.
designated hitter Jarren Duran.
That one ripped left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it hits off the monster. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ronel Blanco will depart, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for Houston,
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Brian King.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Romy Gonzalez now at the plate. Hard hit right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Two outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the sixth. Out to short, Pena. And that's the third out. One left for the Red Sox. They lead it 2-1. Top of inning number 7. So now the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
In the air, right field. And there's one away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Christian Walker.
To the right side, and it's through for a hit, and that puts the tying run on base. Jose Altuve up to hit here, hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. That one is absolutely belted. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Third baseman, Carlos Correa.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Inning over. One left for Houston. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for Houston.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 46.
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
Leading off, Carlos Narvaez.
For the Red Sox, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
That's outside.
And a 1-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. This one in the air, center field. Myers takes it in for the out. One away.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Marcelo Myers.
And the 1-0. High in the air, out to right. Smith on his way over. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Here's Trevor Story now.
Trevor Story.
And a big swing and a miss. Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder, Roman Anthony.
Story on the move. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Astros 1. Ready to begin the 8th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Gray into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
In plenty of time to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
To the right side, tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that one hammered. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Astros 1. This is Red Sox baseball on the show, New England.
Now pitching for Houston,
Stephen Oker gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off for the Red Sox, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
Hit on the ground to short. Pena gets it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Bennett Sousa, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Abreu also throwing. And they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Back to the top of the order. Now batting Jaron Duran. 1 for 3. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third. He did not go around. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count now even up. This one in the air, right field, and that will fall. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman Romy Gonzalez.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Oh, 0-2 now. This one in the air, center field. Myers settles under this one, and that'll do it. One hit, one left. Ninth inning coming up. The Red Sox out front 2-1. Last chance coming up here for the Astros. We go to the ninth. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And there's a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. That's a
That's
ball.
ball
Tried the sweeper.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. In time. Great stretch at first for the out. What a play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
This one popped up right side. Contreras settles underneath it. Out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Paredes stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That misses the zone. And the count now 2-0. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. So they're now out of challenges. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. In the air, right field. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.